You started something recently, Jim Runge IRL in real life.
Yeah.
Which, was that your wife Stacy's idea to do that?
I've been kind of into, social media and we'd kind of done it with TM101. And then when I got sick, I kind of looking for ways to kind of keep in touch with everyone. And I'm a big fan of Facebook and keeping in touch with my friends. And also we had another thing where we're in the last 6 months to a year, we've lost a lot of friends from the scene. We had get-togethers and we had memorials and people talking, and it was kind of like, why did we wait until that person's gone before we say those things to them? And we get together. Like, I saw people at funerals that I hadn't seen in years and they're coming to town. It's like, why don't we try to do that before that person's not there anymore? I figure with my health getting bad and eventually my body slowly deteriorating, that would be a good opportunity to like celebrate my life, tell people kind of what's going on health-wise, keeping in touch with people, and just developing those relationships with people, and both in what's going on with me and just reminiscing and touching base with friends,
If people are interested in checking that out, that's on YouTube. It's Jim Runge 9113, but you can find it probably by searching Jim Runge in real life.
IRL, yeah.
So you guys have 3 episodes published, plus if people want to watch your wedding, that's up there too.
Yeah.
But I find them fascinating. Each episode's about 10 to 14 minutes, give or take. And you have a story, which we won't talk about now, but if you want to hear about Jim, if he did or did not smoke weed with Willie Nelson, you're going to have to go and check out the YouTube series. But so far it's been a little heavy, mixed in with some lighthearted stuff.
And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do updates on my health, but I also want to, we have input where people are kind of letting it kind of develop itself and let people, I've had a lot of people that I went to high school with that have asked questions about stories. So I'm not a big storyteller, but if somebody asks something specifically, I might talk about some stuff, what I can talk about. I don't want it to be about name dropping, but I want it to be fun and interesting for people, and just and celebrate the life and celebrate the friends and celebrate the experiences that I've had, which I don't take for granted.
I don't know if it was on the last episode. I think it was. You talked about putting your shirts on backwards, like 80% of the time, and how that's a common thing for people with Parkinson's, which I did not know.
I didn't either. Also, too, as I talked about this, there's this drug. Somebody else told me that Adderall or also might have the same thing, but the doctor warned us before I took it. I've since gone off it because I've gone off most of my drugs, which is a whole other story. But asking if I'd had any gambling issues in this, and one of the drugs is a side effect that just caused you to become a gambling addict and not be able to control that, which I guess it makes sense that it's
It's almost makes you more compulsive, kind of.
Yeah, but it makes it stirs the dope. I mean, it kind of makes sense when you think about it, that gambling would stir up the dopamine, which is what Parkinson's is a depletion of your dopamine. But it's the weird part of it is this drug specifically targets gambling. It's, as far as I know, there's not anything else that it triggers, but except gambling. And there's a Radio Lab did a great. I just came across a show they did about this specifically, and the woman went through like $300,000 in a year of gambling, and when she went off the drug, it stopped immediately. So it's that powerful, to do it, that it just you're a gambling addict, you don't have any compulsion at all. So it's just strange how it works like that.
Suggest everyone go check out your YouTube channel. It's great content, and find out if you smoked weed with Willie Nelson. It's a little lighthearted, it's a little heavy, so it's a little bit of both. And
we're still trying to figure out what it's going to be when it grows up, but it's a work in progress for sure. But anybody, please share it, subscribe to it, check it out. We're trying to do it once a week, if not more, once or twice a week. So and we not to make it too long, and we take questions. We want to talk about how I'm developing with my Parkinson's and kind of what I've done with my life and my career. And then we ask people to ask questions. We talk about TM101 and becoming a tour manager and what that is. And there's really nothing off the table, dealing with my life and my experiences.
And currently, Stacy's behind the camera. Any plans that she's going to come in front of the camera?
I don't know. We just kind of developed it that way to make it. I want her to be a part of it, but making it about that dynamic is. So we're not sure yet. Yeah, we're not. We're still figuring. We're taking suggestions.